Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I am back with another video. All right, y'all, just back with my real quick thoughts, post-fight thoughts on one of the probably the biggest upset in WMMA history as of right now. Amanda Nunes was submitted in two via rear naked choke by Julianna Pena. Julianna Pena captures that bantamweight title. Wow. Wow, man. I was just like, wow. I mean, look, I know anything can happen in MMA, but when you're looking at what Amanda Nunes has been doing throughout her career, and just the accomplishments that she's had, she's, just cementing herself as the lioness and one of the most dominant champions in the game. It's still going to be a shocker. It's going to be a shocker. Now, my chances, like I said, were 70-30. I stand by that. But that 30%, that stands for something. That stands for something. For me to say 50-50, that's too much. 60-40 is too much, but I'm still giving Julianna Pena a chance. 30% is a good chance, especially for somebody with the resume of Julianna Pena at the moment. Like, she has a good resume, decent resume, but with some of the performances, she's had and the recklessness that she has, I think 30% is a fair assessment, especially whenever you're looking at a double champion in Amanda Nunes. For me to even say 70-30, some people think that's crazy, but I think that's fair. I can't say 60-40 or 50-50, especially based off of what Julianna Pena has been doing as of lately. Like I said, right, it wasn't like she was number one or number two. She was number 6 and number 7, and she was submitted by a striker in GDR. So I think 70-30 is fair when it comes down to it. You just have to factor in also Amanda Nunes being really taken out of her element, and that's not an excuse. That's part of the game. That's part of the strategy of Julianna Pena. That was beautiful strategy to really take Amanda Nunes out of her element in this fight. And that's what I said, my keys to victory. Look, I said Julianna Pena is going to need a jab, and I said she's going to have to take away the rhythm of Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes is a fighter that knows how to find her rhythm and makes people fight at her rhythm, and they dance with her. They dance her dance. But if someone else takes the lead to a fast song here, they're going to wear her out. And that's what happened here. Julianna Pena, she really made Amanda Nunes work hard in that first round, to win that first round. Usually Amanda Nunes can win at her own pace where she's just feeling you out, but she's still scoring and, she's landing big shots. But this time, Julianna Pena, she made Amanda Nunes get down to the ground with her. Now Amanda Nunes won comfortably, I think, but Julianna Pena really made her work. She really made her work. Like, she lured her in. Like, at the beginning of the round, Pena was taking big shots. Like, those leg kicks from Amanda were really doing damage, and like everything she would land, like jabs and straight shots, they were hurting Pena, dropping her. And whenever she got dropped with that last shot, I was like, okay, Amanda's either going to ground and pound or let her stand back up. But Pena's laying on her back, and what does Nunes do? She falls for the bait, wants to go in and wrestle, right? So when she gets down there and starts to wrestle with her and starts to grapple with her, you're thinking, okay, Amanda, she's going to pretty much win this round easy. But there were some parts in there where, Julianna Pena was showing how comfortable she was on the back, which is why I give her credit. I said that, look, Julianna Pena is good on her back. And there was a part where she had that Kimura kind of locked in. She was kind of giving Amanda some trouble there. And then towards the end of the round, whenever Amanda knew to escape that Kimura and Amanda tried to go in for that back into the guard, Julianna Pena in the last 10 seconds started firing off some big shots off of her back. And that's what I say about Pena. She fights well off of her back, right? So at the end of that round, Nunes got back up, won the round comfortably. She's smiling, but I could see in her face that, she worked harder than she wanted to. She was kind of gassed. She was kind of gassed, right? So going into that second round, what does she do? She turns this thing into a punching match. I mean, right from the jump, Julianna Pena, I'm looking at her feet. Julianna Pena, she's flat on her feet. She's really front foot heavy, and I know what her game plan is. She's going to sit down on these shots. She's going to throw straight shots down the pipe. And what does she do? Start throwing a beautiful jab. Beautiful jab that's going right down the pipe, disrupting the rhythm of Amanda Nunes. As soon as she starts firing these jabs off, I'm like, whoa, Amanda's getting hit right on the chin, square in the nose, and she's knocked off balance. Like, you can really see it, like, threw off her rhythm. Like, Amanda's not fighting at her pace here. So it takes her out of her rhythm. Amanda starts trying to fire back while she's eating these squared shots. She's hitting Julianna Pena with squared shots. Now, instead of moving with angles and trying to throw in leg kicks, she's trading with Julianna Pena. Julianna Pena's throwing some overhand rights, some good overhand elbows, and landing these big shots. Straight jabs, snapping Nunes' head back, right? and she's coming back with more. They're going back and forth. Julianna Pena's eye is swelling. Now, Julianna Pena, she's wearing this damage. She's wearing the damage, right? But she's not going anywhere. She's throwing big shots down the pipe. Amanda, though she doesn't look as much like she's taking as much damage, you can see it in her eyes that she's hurt. She's hurt. And she's fighting completely off of heart. She's fighting completely off of heart in the second round. And she just continues to take these shots instead of trying to go on the back foot, maybe just give up this round. But no, she's just in there trading big bombs, goes down from some big shots. Big shots. She gets rocked, gets taken down by Pena after getting hurt. And what does Pena do? She gets to that back. She locks in that rear naked choke. And from one angle, I didn't know. I thought the referee just stopped it. But when the instant replay came back, you could see with the right hand, Amanda Nunes tapped. And I was like, wow. Wow, man. Damn. But it's like I said, 30% chance. I think that's a fair assessment, because off of what Pena's done in the past. But that's giving her a lot. That's still giving her a lot. That's still telling her that, look, anything can happen. And, with everything that Pena came in, bringing into this game, the mic skills, the confidence, the way she came to the octagon, just ready to rock, no more talk. She was ready. She was ready. And like I said, getting the fight, that's the first part of the battle. That's the first part of winning the battle. And she did it. She proved a lot of people wrong. Like I always say, hey, if you can prove me wrong, that means you're doing something right. So shout out to the new bantamweight champion, Julianna Pena. Amanda Nunes, she's been doing it. She's been doing it for a long time, but fought the wrong fight. Second round, after she was taken out of her rhythm, man, she just fought the wrong fight and just, was fighting off of instinct and heart. She tried to let that lioness kick in, but really, man, she needed to go on the back foot and just fight smart, But that's what it comes down to, taking a person out of their fight plan. That's part of the game. That's part of the game, and Julianna Pena, she capitalized. So, yeah, we'll talk later, guys. But, yeah, definitely the biggest upset in WMMA history to date. Pena submits Nunes to take away that bantamweight belt. Real quick, I will say I'm kind of glad, though, because, it had been 2 years since Nunes has fought, so that belt needed to kind of change hands now because it's tough being a double champion, and usually if you can't decide, then fate's going to decide for you. Combo Breaker 99, I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.